Claus right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeers blowing on the range. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. So hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
Talk about it. Several of these pass plays in this last possession. The first one took 11 seconds off the clock. 11 seconds, it resulted in an incompletion. They have not managed the clock very well, but you can say that to Jacory Harris, but if he can't find anybody open, he can't find anybody open.
Let me tell you what has become open. This crowd. That makes the task of Al Golden and Jacory Harris that much more difficult. You lose a little bit of your composure and your focus and understanding of the down and the distance in the game. At this point now, they cannot let the ball die inbounds.
Look at this. This is just spectacular. These people are losing their mind. This is beautiful. Virginia Tech has one defender waiting back at the 15-yard line. Harris throws it underneath, caught by Miller, trying to stay alive. The clock is at 0 and Miller is down. It's over. Alonzo Tweedy made the tackle and Virginia Tech wins.
You hear the noise level here in Death Valley. Now Trotter awaits the snap and takes it. Looks to throw left, pump fakes. Now he's going to fire it.
To go. 1:47 to go in the game. LSU wins or loses on this play, it would appear. Touchdown! Holy cow! Fuller had dropped the touchdown pass, been out of bounds on another one, and caught this. The extra point from Brown Dyke to take the lead. and it's good.
Again, it's time to read the meter. Now take a look here. Forget about jet engines. We're getting up close to 120 decibels. That's in the danger of impairment area, which makes another point. It's fundamentally sound as Nebraska and Washington are. I think more than a level in steam, the level of intensity could make the difference tonight.
Back in a single safety, and he's going to run it. And he will not have the first down. Caught with a necktie tackle by Walter Bailey. Here, did you get out of the end zone? Throw, he will be hit, and a safety for Washington, Tommy Smith. Go for it all into the end zone, and it is intercepted by Russell Hairston. And the clock has run out on us. Mike, quick comment.
Very impressed with this Washington football team. I think Nebraska will be in the hunt.
Instead, it is Martinez with the win. Nevada has done it. Saying, I have to beat Boise. He has.
And it is a five-man rush. Manziel retreats. Look at this. He's still on his feet and heaves it deep. Oh my gosh!
Can you say magic?
Edward Pope at the receiving end.
That's Jeffrey Pagan, a 275-pound player that he got away from. And he might already have Johnny Manziel a signature play for this year now.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Gary. There's Pagan.
I thought any instant the whistle was going to blow in the grass. And all of a sudden he got away. Mosley got the last hit on him. And then up and making the catch. What a play by Pope. Unbelievable. What a play by Manziel. That is a shocking play.
Here's Greer. A lot of time. Got it! Antonio Callaway. Down the sidelines. Touchdown! Florida. 7 yards.
Remember, a blocked kick can go the other way, too. He's got to be careful and get it up.
On the way. No, return by Chris Davis. Davis goes left. Davis gets a block. Davis has another block. Chris Davis. No flags. Touchdown. Auburn. An answered prayer.
LSU was going to make a play there anyway. What a break for LSU. They had no idea what they wanted to do.
One untimed play. See, what's amazing, I was trying to point out that Jefferson was at the sideline having the time to settle his team down and call a play.
No doubt, he did.
Jefferson will go under center and a wild end here in Baton Rouge. Pick Ridley. Touchdown! LSU! A miracle! A miracle in Baton Rouge! Can you believe it? The switch of emotion.
I don't know if you call it a miracle, you call it a gift. A gift from Tennessee. They had this game won. And to have that confusion on their side, we were only noticing it on the LSU side. 13 players on the field. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, heartbreak is mild. That's a great shot.
And we are knotted up with 1:41 to go. Mike Hughes with a head of steam. And Mike Hughes, the kicker to beat. Do you believe it? Knights take the lead on a Hughes touchdown. One of the most dangerous return men in college football with his third return for a touchdown this year.
Excellent blocking by the kick return unit. He gets an alley, makes a couple of guys miss, and then at speed in the open field, Mike Hughes will not be caught. A guy that arrived on campus August the 18th as a late JUCO transfer has been impactful throughout this whole year with his great...
What do you think on 3rd and 12?
Get you 5 or 6. Get manageable, right?
Exactly. You don't need the whole thing right now. This is the final drive. This will be your last possession. If you're Ole Miss, you need to get some of this yardage back. You still have one timeout left, but give yourself an opportunity to continue moving the chains.
And the rave breaks out in Columbia. Norwood knows if he can make one more big play, the Gamecocks will have the win. 1 of 12 on 3rd down tonight, and they need 12. Snead chased. Sacked. Matthews got him. Again lost his helmet, but made a big play. 4th and 14.
And Dexter McCluster wasn't even in the game. You know, the best player on their team's not in the game on a critical 3rd down attempt.
And now they'll spend their final timeout to talk about a 4th down call.
Give Ellis Johnson, the play caller on defense for South Carolina, a ton of credit. In some crucial situations tonight on big down and distances, he's been able to dial up some pressures to get after Jevin Snead. Now we'd expect on this final play, something that's been working is when they only rush 2 or 3 guys, let those defensive tackles just kind of spy Jevin Snead, force him to move up, and then get after him.
And the reason the 2 and the 3-man rush has worked is it's lulled to sleep Ole Miss's offensive line. They have got to come out at the uncovered linemen and help on the outside because those ends have run right around the corner and they've gotten to Jevin Snead.
So much at stake on this play. Again, Ole Miss ranked as high as they are at number 4 for the first time since 1970. This is the game circled on their schedule, their first big test of the season. Do you bring pressure for Ellis Johnson? Do you pressure Snead or do you sit back?
Again, line up with 4 defensive linemen, let the ends pin their ears back and go line them up wide and allow those defensive tackles and your Mike linebacker to just spy everything. When the packet collapses, it's like a green dog rush. You just rush on a delay.
Create the umbrella at about 6 or 7 yards. Keep all the receivers in front of you.
Never beaten a top 5 team at home. They're one stop away from doing it. And the Rebels out of a timeout and an extra man on the field. Derek Davis was trotting off late. Now it's going to be tougher. 4th and 19.
You saw a coach about 8 yards onto the field trying to get Derek Davis off.
How does that happen out of a timeout?
Just not into it the entire game.
Before the snap, illegal substitution on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Still 4th down.
See Houston Nutt here at the top of the screen. He's about 8 yards on the field trying to get his fullback off. You're right. They talk about personnel groupings during that timeout, who's going on the field. This isn't a CFL.
You know what I'd like in this play here? You know what I'd really like is a hook and lateral. Get the ball in Dexter McCluster's hands somehow, some way.
He's in the slot, Craig. Snead fires downfield. Incomplete. Battling for the ball was Darian Stewart and Shea Hodge. Gamecocks going to upset the number 4 team. There's a flag.
Another rugby punt, and it is blocked and recovered for a Penn State touchdown. Mike Hall blocked it. Michael Yancich recovered for the Penn State touchdown. Well, Ohio State's been the best blocked team in the country this year. They've blocked 6 kicks, most in the nation. With a taste of his own medicine for Urban Meyer, as Hull makes another big play. Gabriel, 3rd down. The walls collapse again. And down he goes. It is Jalen Twyman, the outstanding sophomore. Accurate reception for UCF. Caught initially by Davis, then Nixon. McCray's driven down, and the Pitt Panthers have stolen one and put a blemish on the Knights.
Tremendous college player at Ohio State. 3-man rush. Clifford again has time. Throws, and it is intercepted in the end zone by Jordan Howden.
The field goal team out here because this is a career-long attempt for Tyler Durbin, who's super reliable inside of 40. This is from 45, and it's blocked. Lions scoop it up. Brad Haley will score. Marcus Allen made the block. The veteran safety. Haley scooped it up, and Penn State incredibly has the lead.
I'm from Louisiana. 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 We call it that boom. I'm from Louisiana. 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 We call it